Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the NRHA Behind the Slide. And of course, there is one rider who is having a lot of success, especially over the last 45 days. He has won a pile of money and collected a pile of points to his earnings. And this is Fernando Salgado. And this is Queen Mary Jane, a horse that he is very proud of. You can see the Open Derby champion with 224.5 points. What an amazing ride. And there's a look at some of his stats right there. 2025 Florida Reining Classic. Earned over $28,000. Are you kidding me? And the Cactus Reining Classic, he won the Run for a Million qualifier. He's a $1.7 million in career earnings. It's an incredible story. Well, joining us on Western Sports Roundup, that is a $1.7 million lifetime earner of the National Reining Horse Association. That is Fernando Salgado, and he joins us right now. Fernando, it's good to see you. How are you?
Very good. Thank you very much for having me.
Hey, you've had a great month so far, from Florida to Arizona. 2 big wins on 2 different horses. Let's start the journey in Florida that just happened over a month ago, the Florida Reining Classic, on a horse that they call Mary Jane. I know this is a horse that you're pretty proud of. Tell us a little bit about that horse you were on.
Yeah, the competition in Florida, it's a derby that we call, that's a little bit we call in the NRHA like novice horses. So it's a derby which any horse that's from 4 to 7-year-old can compete, but also runs together with a novice class with our 4 horses that won less than 10,000 on their lifetime time earnings. And so I took that mare over there. I had that mare since the beginning, but as a 3-year-old, she was a little bit behind, took a little bit longer for her to really pick on the highest level. So that show was amazing for her. So I had a little bit more time, and I felt like she was really prepared. And I went there, and everything worked out really good. So it was a really good way to start the year, and I'm very excited to have her in the barn for the next show on this season.
Yeah, you added $28,000 to that horse's lifetime earnings, so I know that has to feel good coming from your standpoint. You put in all the hard work and the time, and to see it all come together, I can tell the joy in your voice that it's an exciting time. But, we fast forward to Arizona just a few days ago for the Run for the $1 million qualifier at the Cactus Reining Classic in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this time you were on a different horse. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, that's a different competition. I mean, the qualifier for the Run for a Million and Cactus, the qualifier is for any age of horse. So that competition is the strongest of the strong. Like, it's the best of the best horses. And I showed a horse called Spook Little Wiz. It's a 6-year-old gelding. I've been preparing that horse for this competition for like the last 6 months. And it's a really, really tough competition to be a top 10. So that was the goal. And but everything lined up really well, and we ended up winning the qualifier and the Cactus Classic Derby, which it was a really good payday, 47,000. But the main goal there was to qualify to the big event that is the Run for a Million in Vegas in August.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And, you've talked about your journey, or I want to talk about your journey, I should say. You're 36 years old, originally from Brazil. You came to the United States to start your own journey. Tell us how you got here.
Well, it's a little bit a long story, but my family, my uncle Jango Salgado, he's one of the first reining horse trainers in Brazil. So he came to U.S. Around 1988 or so, and he worked for Doug Mulholland, which is a Hall of Famer, one of the best in our industry. So after that, my uncle went back to Brazil and kind of started reining in Brazil. So it became a family deal. My older brother, Eduardo, worked for my uncle and started his business. He was very successful. So then I, as a youth, helped my brother, showed him youth in Brazil, was around reining my whole life. So when I turned 2021, my brother was really good friends with Thiago Boechat, which is a head trainer back then at the Extra Quarter Horses, a really good ranch in Oklahoma. So Tiago put me under his wing, got me started here in US, and taught me a lot. So I worked there for a while, and then after that, I went to work for some really good names in our industry, like Andrea Papani. And then slowly, I started developing my own program. And over the years, I was renting stalls and being next to big names like Jordan Larson, Tom McCutcheon, Tim McQuay. So I think getting all that experience really shaped me up to now the last 4 years. We have our own facility here in Gainesville, Texas. And I'm being very successful and more than anything, very happy with the journey and this learning process.
Yeah, Fernando, what an incredible story, an incredible journey. I hope everybody sitting at home is inspired to chase after their dreams because that's exactly what you have done, and you've had a lot of success in doing it. Now, I mentioned you're one of the youngest trainers that is in the game right now. What's it like preparing every day, knowing that you have to go up against some of the veterans in this sport of the game? I mean, that has to add a little bit of pressure. Tell us what it is to be the young guy, but having the success that you're having.
Exactly. I would say for the reining industry, on my age, I'm still a little bit on the young side because to reach that spot, to have that experience as far as training the horses, preparing for competition, and running your own business, it's a lot stuff together. And it's definitely take a while for you to get mature and do well that way. And like I said, it's been a learning progress, and I'm still learning. I feel like I still have long ways to go. But as far as the competition being there, now there's so many shows in our industry. Like we are showing twice a month, 3 times a month against the guys that I used to. I remember watching videos and going crazy just to be around them. So now competing with them and feeling like I belong here, it's an amazing feeling that it never gets old.
Yeah, 15 years living in the United States, training some of the best horses in the world. You know, you've have quite the resume so far, but I know there's got to be more on your list of things that you want to accomplish. What do you think your ultimate goal is when it's all said and done and you're looking back on the journey that you've been on? What are you looking forward to the most that you haven't accomplished yet? What are you striving for?
I feel like the last 3 years, it's been everything is growing really good for me. I'm very thankful the support I have from my customers. I have an amazing group of customers, an amazing team. Like reining is an individual sport, like you compete by yourself, but to be able to show so many horses and travel and train that many horses, our team, I have like 12 people working with me every day at the ranch, from taking care of the horses to starting, helping me train, and the whole thing. So I definitely feel like I am every year closer to really be accomplished on the highest level. I feel like I'm doing really well. I'm very close to win one of those big major events, and that's for sure. It's what it's in my mind right now, to win those big events, those major events in reining. And I'm getting closer to the $2 million mark. I really keep that in mind too, and I work really hard towards that too. And I do have that feeling.
Wow. If you're sitting at home right now and you're not inspired by Fernando Salgado today, I don't know what else to tell you. Your story is incredible. Your journey is incredible. And I cannot wait to see what you do next, especially at the Run for the Million, because you qualified through Scottsdale, Arizona not long ago. But Fernando Salgado, thank you so much for joining us on Western Sports Roundup today.
Well, thank you very much. And I hope I can do well on the shows coming up and come back here and talk to you guys.